Hi, welcome back to Practice With Me. We're still on the Standard of Excellence, Book 1, and today we're going to work in page 8. So, how has practice been so far? Are we catching on pretty good? I hope so. Okay, so for exercise 15, it says write in the counting and clap the rhythm before you play. So, let's count this out. Now, remember, a quarter note is worth 1 beat, and a quarter rest is also worth 1 beat. All right, let's count this, shall we? I'm going to do the 4-beat count off as usual. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 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 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 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 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 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 rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How was that? Shouldn't have been too much. This isn't anything new that we're learning today. Okay, now we're going to clap it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. How was that? Good? Let's play it now. So let's grab our flutes. And we don't have any new notes in this exercise right now. So it's D, C, B flat, C, B flat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. How did you do? Not too bad? Let's play it again, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Still doing good? Let's do it one more time for good luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. All right, let's look at the next exercise. So we see here on the top line, it has our musical notes that we've normally been doing. And underneath, it has what looks like musical notes, but with X's. And we still have rests, and it says clap. So how is this supposed to work? This is supposed to work with multiple people, whether it's a group of flautists or just 2 people or whatever. Anyway, it's supposed to be for multiple people. So there's still multiple people. There's you and there's me. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's both play the top line, okay? And we won't worry about what's underneath right now. So ready to play? And don't forget to look for that breath mark that comes up towards the end. Ready? Oh, there's a breath mark after measure 2 as well, just for heads up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. How did you do? Did you get the breath marks? Man, are they challenging, huh? It's okay. Remember, the more we practice, the better we get. Okay, now let's both do just the clapping part. So I'm going to set my flute down for a minute here. Okay, we're going to just do the clapping part. So every time there's the note that looks like an X, that represents a clap. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get it? Were you able to keep up? Or should we do it one more time? Let's do it one more time. It got a little tricky towards the, about the fifth measure when it was rest, clap, and went for a little bit. And then it went from, rest, clap, 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 rest. Okay, let's do the clapping one more time together, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay. Do you feel confident in playing this top line by yourself? You know what? Let's play it one more time together, okay? So let's grab our flutes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now. I'm going to play the top part. You're going to do the clapping part, okay? So don't play your flute with me. Do the clapping part. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How cool is that? That we were able to play and make a beat at the same time, and it sounds really cool. Okay, let's switch parts. So this time, you're going to play the flute part on top here, and I'm going to do the clapping part. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How fun was that? Were you able to get the top part on your own and with my clapping? That's great. If you struggled with it a little bit, go back and let's do it again. So just rewind this just a tad bit. All right, moving on. So the next thing for exercise 17, there's a note here that says draw in a breath mark at the end of each phrase. Now, what is a phrase? If we look up at the top here, a phrase is a musical thought or sentence. Phrases are usually 4 or 8 measures long. So let's count how many measures this song has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it doesn't really make sense to write in a breath mark at the end of the song. So we need to write in a breath mark at the end of measure 4. Where does that land us? Where does the breath mark need to go? So take a look here. Do you know? The breath mark comes in after the whole note in measure 4. Okay? So pencil that in so we don't miss it. Okay, and let's grab our flutes if you set it down, and let's play, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Did you take the breath mark after the whole note? That phrase can feel really long, and you probably took a breath too. I caught myself the first round. I took a breath after the half notes, but then my last 4 measures, I pushed through all of them. So we're going to try to push through all 4 measures without taking a breath. We're going to take a breath after that whole note. Do you think you can do it? Remember, breathe from the diaphragm, relax, and only release the amount of air we need. Don't over push it. Just act like we're just talking and you're saying a really long sentence, basically. All right, let's give it a go again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How did you do? I wasn't able to make 4 and 4. I am not the strongest with my breathing, I admit. Some people really are, some people aren't. Back when I went to band camp once when I was in high school, and I actually used to just breathe from the lungs, and we had little individual flute teachers for our own sessions, just one-on-one. And my flute teacher was always on my case about breathing from the diaphragm. She actually would make me lie on the floor and would put books on my stomach, and I'd have to breathe and push those books up. It's really helped me, but sometimes I don't breathe in enough when there's the breath marks, or I'm in a hurry so I don't fill up all the way. It's one of those things I'm still working on too. So, let's do this one more time, and let's once again try for all 4 measures, breath, all 4 measures, into song. We can do this, I know we can. Okay, so just need to remember, take a big breath at the beginning, and when we have the breath mark, fill up the rest of our lungs from what we used. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! I was able to get it this time, did you? That's okay, we'll keep working on it. It's challenging, especially when we're new. But hey, I'm not new, and it took me the 3rd time to get it, so don't feel bad at all. Okay, and it shows we have an achievement. We just achieved something. So let's take a look back and see what we achieved. What was that on page... What exercise was that? 17. We covered notes, rhythm, and tonguing. Have you been tonguing? I totally forgot to even ask. So remember, we don't have any slurs or ties. It's all ta, 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 ta. So I hope you've been tonguing this whole time. If you haven't, go back and do it again and tongue the whole thing. If you've been tonguing, let's continue on. Okay, so now on to exercise 18. The rhythms are starting to get a little harder if you haven't noticed. We have half notes, then quarter notes, and quarter rests, all up in here. But so far, we're still on the same notes. Okay, ready to try exercise 18? Let's do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! How did you do on this one? We didn't have to worry about our breathing so much because during the rests, you can totally breathe during those rests. They are long enough for that. So we shouldn't have been having any problems with breathing on this one. All right, let's do it again, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Still doing okay? Let's do it one more time for good luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. All right, let's look at the next thing. We are learning a new note, and this goes for overall. We haven't covered this in the previous sessions. This is our first time seeing it in the book. This is E flat. So how you play E flat is you have the thumb down, and then your two fingers, index is up, and then all of the right hand is down. And it should sound like this. All right, think you can tackle it? I know you can. Let's give exercise 19 a try. And check for your breath marks. There's a few in here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How did you do? So from E flat to D, all it is just the pinky. That's the only difference. So I know it's kind of a lot to think of at the time, but that should probably be your easiest transition from the things we've been doing. All right, let's give it another go, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. Have you been doing the breath marks? You probably have, just because it's still within the 4. Well, it's 2, breath, rest. And that just kind of feels like a natural spot for a breath anyway. So let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So is the E flat feeling a little more comfortable? Great. Okay, let's go on to exercise number 20. We have a few breath marks in here still, and we have a few jumps now. So in measure 5, we go E flat to B flat. It's no longer just the pinky, E flat to D. It's now down to other notes, which have a little bit more finger movement. And there's not a rest in between those two, so just something to think ahead on. But I know you'll get it. Don't worry about it. All right, let's do exercise number 20. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. How did you do? Did you hit all the breath marks? Were you able to hit that E flat to B flat back to the E flat okay? Let's do it again, shall we? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Feeling a little better? Just in case, let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, still hitting the breath marks? Great. If you're struggling to remember them or see them, circle them or use the highlighter. And if you're struggling to remember what your notes are, you can still use your pencil and write either above the staff or under the staff on what the notes are. Then you don't have to sit here and try to figure that out while trying to remember the fingerings, while trying to remember your embouchure. It takes one thing off your plate, and eventually you start getting used to where they land and what they are. All right, number 21. Ready to learn the next new note? F. We have the thumb is down, and then the rest of the left hand is down. Remember, leave that fella open. We have index finger and the pinky finger, and it should sound like this. Okay, great. Well, let's give exercise number 20 a try. And once again, watch out for a breath mark. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How did you do? Did you do okay switching from F to E flat? Shall we slow it down a hair? Let's slow it down a little bit for our practice number 2 for this. So let's do it again a little bit slower. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. How was that? A little better? Well, let's play it again for our 3rd time, and I'm going to take it back to our regular tempo. We haven't said the word tempo yet. Tempo means speed. All right, so back to our regular tempo. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. How did you do this time? A little better since we slowed it down that previous time? If you're still struggling, no worry. You can go back, practice it as many times as you need. And sometimes you just need to practice it on your own and not with another person too. What I find helpful, to be honest, is when I play with someone else, kind of like what we're doing now, just so I can kind of hear what it's like, hear the tempo, hear the rhythm, hear what it sounds. But then I need to take a little time out and do it myself so I can slow it down, speed it up, hit certain little sections that I need to work on, because some sections you'll be strong in and other sections not so much, and you don't want to practice this part when you need to work on this part. So do what you need to. You can rewind this, you can take a moment to stop and do it on your own. You know what's best for the most part on how to go about practicing, so, but I am glad you're here with me. All right, last exercise for the day, exercise number 22. It's just basically going over everything we've learned. Don't forget to look for your breath marks. We have all the rhythms we've learned so far, so that's quarter, half notes, and whole notes. We have no rests in here, so you have to use the breath marks to breathe. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. How did you do? Did you do all the breath marks? If not, remember to circle them in. All right, let's do it again, shall we? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. All right, and just for our good luck, lucky number 3, let's do it last time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. That's great. I'm so excited that you're here and that you're sticking it out because we're on page 8 already. Just keep up with it. So practice every day. Even our 15 minutes is better than nothing at all. And if you feel like playing more, go ahead and play more. If you need to take a break, take a break. Do what you must. Sometimes our endurance is a little bit slow when we're first learning and we tire easily. There's no need to really overwork ourselves to the point of exhaustion. Not necessary. So do what you need to. All right. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.